this is Aditya from Programmers Hub, and today we are here for the second part of Python fundamentals. Okay, so we should start with literals, and in this tutorial we will learn of literals, punctuators, operators, functions, and backbone of a Python program, which means the structure of a program. So we should start with literals. Literals are basically constant value assigned to variables. It can be string literals, numeric literals, it can be special type of literal which is none, and fourth we come across boolean literals. Okay, so literals, let us assign a value to variable a, 123, and now we should check the type. Give int, and here int means integer type literal. Okay, now numeric literals can be of two type. It can be integer type or a double type, which means a number with a decimal point. Okay, now we take a number variable d and assign 3.14 as the value of d. Now we should check. We get float, which means it is a floating number or a number with a decimal point. Now, as the second, we should talk about the string literals. What are string literals? String literals are same the constant value assigned to a variable, but it is a form of string or character type. Now we should take a variable a and assign a value. Programmers we should check the type. Give us str, which means it is a string type literal. Okay, now string type of literals can be of two type. It can be of single line string literal or multiple line string literal. Now we come across the third type string literal, that are boolean. Boolean string literal can be a true or false, 1 for true and 0 for false. If we take a variable u and assign value true, then we will check the type of variable u. We will get it is a bool, which means a boolean literal. Okay, the second boolean literal is false. Take a variable f and assign a variable false, and we will check the type of f. We will get bool. So we have two type of boolean literals. It can be true or false. Now we come across the fourth type of literal, which is special type of literal, none. None is basically used in programming when we don't have the value for any variable. If we take a variable st and assign none to it and take the type of that, we are using type function very much. We get that it is a none type literals. Okay, so we got the hierarchy of the literals here, and this is good for you to revise like this. You can take the screenshot of this. Okay, now second we come across what are operators. Now we should talk about operators. Operators are basically a symbol which compute operation on variables. It can be unary, binary, arithmetic, and identity or membership operator. First of all, we should talk about the basic arithmetic operators. It can be plus, minus, and multiplication and division, etc. If we take a variable a to 24 and b 65, then if we add a plus b, operator plus is a is an operator, 89. If we use a minus b, it will give us answer minus 41. If we use a asterisk b, here asterisk denotes the sign of multiplication. Okay, so it is 1560. If we give a divided by b, here the slant forward slash give the sign of division. Okay, it is 0.3692 and many more digits. Okay, and there are many operators such as modulus. If we talk about modulus, modulus is basically used to get the remainder of the division a divided by b or x divided by y. Here we got 24 because the number which is dividing the number a is greater than. That's why we got 24. Okay. If we give 5 modulus 2, we will get 1. We got 1. So the first number is greater than second, but in uppercase the second number is greater than first. That's why we got the smaller number. Okay. Now we should talk further. We got the arithmetic operator. Now we should talk about the membership operator. Remember, if we talk about community, a community consists of many members. Okay. If one of them is took out and asked that this is the member of the community, will give true. But if we will take a person which is not a member of the community and ask that this is the member of the community, we'll get false. Okay, like this only in programming we have the membership operators. Okay, we should take a variable a and assign WER to it. Okay, and B to it. If we will check a in B, we will get false because a is not in B. But if we check B in A, we get true because E is in WER, but WER is not in E. So this is checking the member of the bigger string or the community which is in A. If we give A not in B, we'll get true. Okay, so a WER is not in B, so we get true. So is and not in no, so is, so in and not in are the basic operators which are known as membership operators. Now we got an operators which are identity operators. Identity operators are basically give the identity of a people. For example, if we take a string st and assign QWERTY quality, and second we take df string and again we assign quality to it, and now I take a third variable er and assign ert. We can check the identity that st is df true because sd is also quality and df is also quality. But if we check sd is er, we get false. But if we give sd is not er, then we get true. This is the identity operators, and above we have seen that membership operators. Now we talk about the punctuators. What are this? What are punctuators? Punctuators are basically a symbol which gives the programming a structure. It can be a colon, which is used in Python to make a sub statement of a statement, which we call block. We can see that by example, if n is equal to 2, here colon makes the block print hello. We got an error because we have not assigned any variable, but in here I want to show that what is a block. Here this is the block. We have nested a statement and a statement, and the punctuator here is the colon. So the symbol which make the structure of programming are called punctuators. It can be your round braces or It can be a hashtag which denotes a comment. Comment we have talked about in our previous tutorials. Comments are basically the lines in a codes which is not take part in a program, but it is for the other reader of the code to understand what is done in this code. Okay, so hashtag mainly deals with making comments. Okay, can be double quotes, single quotes, backslash, etc. These all are punctuators. Now, now we should learn something from programming. This is all the theory. Now, above the theory, we can see that there are many programming to do with Python. Okay. First of all, we should write our first code. Define a function. Function can be predefined or user defined. Function are basically a piece of code which can be called again and again in our codes to perform some task. Okay, function has a definite task to do. It can be user defined or predefined. Print is a predefined function in Python, but let us define a function of our own. Let us define a function which print hello to the user. Okay, so defining function. Here def is a keyword which is used to define a function. Okay, def. Here we can write that address add address to the user, and here x. We will treat x as, now we should use print x plus this is enough. This is a function defined here. Here we have defined a function which will address to the user and print hello. Okay, let us call the function. Calling the function means asking the program to take the piece of code from the function and add to our written code. Okay, so we can call by this method address, and we should write here our name. Let us see that what it is doing. Hello Aditya. Okay, so I have defined a function here which is addressing the user and saying hello. So this is a definition of function. In a further programming, we will do with advanced. For this tutorial, I think it's enough, and next tutorial we will talk about further and do some programming. I think this is the theory enough part. Bye.